gameplay capturing? Why are you not gameplay capturing? Technical difficulties. There we go. Boom. Okay. There's that. There's us. Cool. It has been a minute. But that's okay. It's been the holidays. I've been dealing with a lot. Oh, where did I leave off? We're dying. Fantastic. Oh, our giant granddaughter needs a guardian. She's rowdy. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. Sure, I'm gonna die in a minute anyway. Okay, trying to reorient myself. Adonis is who we're probably going to be playing as shortly. We managed to get his heir, Alexios, betrothed to this princess up here, who is also our granddaughter. Gotta love a good cousin marriage. And then there's Georgios. He is studying, learning. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's been a minute. Apologies. The holidays were stressful and ended up I'm doing all right. I ended up in charge of the turkey. I don't know yet. I do not know about the job yet. I sent them an email on Wednesday being like, hey, happy holidays. I'm in the US, so it was Thanksgiving, the Thursday. And I was like, hey, I've been slandered. But I was like, I hope you're having a good holiday. Let me know what next steps are. And I haven't heard back from them yet. I was hoping I would hear from them today, as it's like the first working day back after people were probably off for the holiday. Why was I doing intrigue stuff again? Because I was trying to get, okay, I was fabricating a hook. Is there anyone I want to kill before I die? Abduct, courtiers and guests. We're not really seducing anyone anymore. Schemes using grace? Okay. But yeah, I haven't heard about the job yet. We could abduct someone. Yeah, that's pretty much how every job interview I've had has gone. I hope my mic is sounding okay, by the way. I think I fixed the microphone issue. But, yeah, I've had... How many jobs now? There was that nonprofit, there was that. I've had like 5 jobs where I've gotten to like 4th or I was told would be the final round of interviews and then didn't get it. And from the sounds of it, that's just kind of how the job market is right now. Yeah, we'll just do Court of Shadows and call it good. Well, we can move over, though. I don't think we're going to make it, but if we can get up to writing history, we could write a... We could get some renown. Exactly, and, like, there was one job that I was particularly excited about. There was one that I was very excited about that was in, would have been a nonprofit based in a big city that's close to me, helping out. Oh, we did. Oh, we won. Yay. We won. Okay. I don't know what we won, but we won something. Um, but there was a job working for a nonprofit that was close to me, and like for the final portion of that, so that was like the fourth round, and like I had to make a sample presentation and give a sample presentation, and that took forever. And yeah, it's just one of my close friends was sending me things like I'm in communications, so processes are a bit different for me. But there was a person who's close to me who is also job hunting. He just finished he's what I don't remember the exact degree, but it involves programming. He has a bunch of like coding certificates and stuff, and he just finished his degree. And he sent me. He has like LinkedIn Premium or whatever, so he gets like the statistics of how he compares to other people. It was a job that it was an entry level job, so no experience. Ooh, we got a cultural innovation. I haven't even really been paying attention to our culture stuff. Um, but we got it was an entry level position. 6,000 people applied, and like a third of them had master's degrees. We are still in tribal innovations, funnily enough, even though we're literally the Byzantine Empire. We did get, oh, we don't have city planning yet, so we can't really do any more upgrades. It might be a good idea to push to gain control of the empire just so we can focus on that, because we can't really upgrade our estate. Much, I don't believe, until we don't have city planning yet, so we can't go up to the manor, and everything else is pretty locked in. Well, we could upgrade our bathhouse at least. Yeah, it almost feels like it. And the temp job that I had ended. I might reach back out to the friend that I was working with at the temporary job. Vassal contract gained military administration. Does that mean I can declare war? Right, we are still in a strong spot for Adonis to inherit. How do I see, like, what's... We'll look at that in a minute. So we're military right now. Because I think what we wanted was naval. I can't request a change, but Naval would have let us, like, go and start declaring wars on. Naval would have let us, like, go over and declare wars. We could try for Crete. But we do not have the ability to under military. Unfortunately. Oh, okay. Sure. Oh, by the way, which. Okay, 1 second. I found a religion that can allow women in court, replacing. Oh, that was funny. The auto mod um, blocked that comment for a second because of the word pervert. But is it atomism? Because, like, that's the. Atomism is the one where it's like. Yeah. Because it's, like, supposed to be. They're all naked because it's supposed to be, like, finding the purity. I don't know if it. Yeah. Yeah, focused on. No, where's. Why is it not? Okay. Claim to have recaptured Adam and Eve's original state of innocence by shedding their clothes. The funny thing too is that one also has unrestricted marriage, so you can marry your siblings. There's a lot of people that will use this one specifically, I believe. They'll use it when they're doing perfect circle runs if they're doing them based in Europe because of it, the unrestricted marriage. All children are equally legitimate. You can always divorce. You can have concubines. Like it's a goofy. I don't know if there's any historical basis for it, but I sometimes you'll get like random converts to it and you'll just be clicking around your map and be like, "Oh, there's boobs. Why are there boobs?" Oh, oh, okay. This I have not seen this before. Oh, cuz it's from Friends and Foes. Okay. Um My daughter has failed to keep her house in order. Her husband trysts with Iva, bringing shame and mockery on our family. In hushed tones, my daughter explains it to me. We must do something about that witch. Ooh, so what is starting a feud? Torturing, cuckolding, robbing, and winning wars against members of the target houses will increase your house score, while falling victim will reduce it while feud is ongoing. All right, that is new. Oh, we could just call her our rival and kill her, I guess. Cause where is she? Oh, she's all the way up there. She's up in what, Bavaria? She's Bulgarian. That's not one I've seen before either. Electing spiritual leaders from among the general populace, they reject worldly trappings and institutions of power. This one also has lay clergy. Hey, we found another one with lay clergy and equal rights for you. Found neighboring kingdom is a deviant, blackmailed him, took his eldest son hostage, befriended him, converted and gave him back, but succession decided by voting and the king won't vote for his son anymore because he's a heretic. Oh. But hey, if you want to be less naked, I guess you can look into this bogomilism one as well. It's Christian. Equal and lay clergy. What was the other thing that you were looking for? Yeah, just women in court and replacing religious people. There you go. We solved your problem. You just got to be a BOGO. I don't know if that's what they're called, but it's what I'm going to be calling them. Okay, yeah, let's, we probably should just, go after her husband instead. But he's our friend, so I guess we're going to murder this person. And we keep getting slandered. Stop slandering us. I'm not super committed to getting this one done, so we're just going to, we don't need to necessarily knock time down. I'm okay with this one taking a while, because this is purely just us being vindictive. Oh, Automod also blocked you for butt naked. Guy going on the house butt naked is very irritating. Yeah, that's fair. The only other ways that I think people can end up naked like that in the game are either having the jester steal your clothes or going insane. And people probably think he's insane. Oh, hey, our son can be the infiltrator and apparently is willing to do this. It would be funny if we could get her husband in on it too. We're not going to, but... Oh! We have more grandbabies from her too. Prince Zetislav and Vasily! Look at how great Vasily is. Look at you over here doing a good job making heirs. Fantastic. Alright, we're killing this lady for getting with our daughter's husband. Seems rational. Blackmailed the king again and forced the vote. That is fantastic. Was it a Scandinavian elective? Simeon. Okay. Yeah, if that person has control over Canterbury, you should be safe from holy wars. Or at least holy wars declared by the Pope. Someone's plotting against me to slander me. Again, why does everyone want to slander me? And Theophano. Ooh, you want to be intriguey. The mayor's lover's secret. He's an infirm deviant. But he has a lot of money. So we can blackmail him and then make him give us his money. There we go. There's the ticket. Okay, you want to be intriguey. There we go. Do-do-do. only 15, but that's still good. Oh, I still need to. Oh no, our physician. Oh, who are you? I, it's, just, goodbye. I don't even know who you are. That's good. I'm glad you were able to pick it up. I did 0 Black Friday shopping. It doesn't feel worthwhile. Aww. I found our soulmate. It's, the woman who we've been with for 40 years. It took us 40 years to realize she was our soulmate. Ooh, we have a governance issue. Local invalid receives donations of relics and valuables, claiming to be restored of health by divine grace. Interesting. The man is accused of being a false invalid, a husker who makes a living hoodwinking the faithful. He runs a hand through his hair charmingly as the donated relics are laid out before me. Witness attests to seeing the blind man by the stoop of their churches, appealing to their good natures. I don't want this man in my court. God works in mysterious ways, I guess. Ooh. While investigating for my liege, I have uncovered a secret. The deviancy of the Mayor of Zila. The way in which he seeks pleasure is revolting for any decent man to think of, and yet he is not merely willing, but eager. It feels so unnatural and sickening. Okay. Well, guess what that means. You're being blackmailed. Give us money. I have no standing to blackmail anyone for deviancy or having lovers, but I guess this is just a benefit of being Spy Master. I forgot we were Spy Master. But if everything else, though, was more pricey than the last sale, yeah, I feel like that's how everything goes on Black Friday now. Is everything just ends up being more pricey. Oh, oh no. Stop slandering me. Okay. On decline, everyone knows that I killed this man. Why did I kill this man? Or why did I kill this man again? I forget. Oh, to get my position. Right. I mean, what can you really do? Sure. We'll give him a hook. We're gonna die soon anyway. Today, Isidorus held a fiery sermon for all of the children of the court. They were apparently spellbound as he zealously read from the scriptures. Alexios now seems certain that he is destined for greatness. Oh, ambitious. That's wonderful. We have an ambitious grandson. Right? I think it's based off of. Oh, okay. Apparently, I got exposed anyway. I think it's based off of their rank in comparison to you. Like, the guy is only a mayor. The benefit of it, at least, is. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Um. The benefit, at least, is that that one counts as a strong hook. So I will be able to blackmail them, like, often. Oh, our son is about to leave court. He can do that. That's fine. I learned a witch secret. She has negative gold, though, so that doesn't matter. This random guy died. Oh, which matters for secrecy. Oh no. Can I leverage my prestige? 130 for a bribe. There we go. I did not realize that you could spend scheme advantages too. That's interesting. I'm willing to release. Oh, I didn't even realize our son got. Yeah, we'll ransom our son. We want him free. Remember once I found a lover secret between daughter and father, and it took 1 year for my spy mask. Oh, that's goofy. That you just didn't automatically get the incestuous. Oh, hey, we got a hook on him so we can just get our money back. That's funny. There's a bunch of giantesses running around, apparently. No. That was 1, 2. She's up in Scotland. Yeah, sounds like you need a better spy master. So what if we just look for inheritable traits within 10 years? Oh, stop slandering me. My son Manuel has been quarreling with his sister for days. Stop fighting. Oh, who are you? You're the daughter of some baron? Okay, you're both acting like oof. 50 lifestyle experience. You know what? I'm an asshole, so sure, I'm the best. Well, you, because she is. Where did that triple intelligence come from? Did that just? She didn't inherit from either of her parents, apparently. Interesting. Who could we have you marry? I mean, fecund and intelligent. Yeah. Let's continue this breeding program. Started paying real close attention to personalities. Blackguard, Craven, I'm sick of murder schemes in my court. Yeah. Oh, we've got another ambitious kid. Seems good. We love some ambition. Yeah, my court has been pretty stable. Like, there hasn't been a lot of scheming amongst my courtiers. It's mostly just been other people slandering me, which, again, I'm infirm, I'm ailing, I'm gonna be dying soon anyway. A claim on Attica? I mean, it's a good thing we can't declare war on each other. Why are you trying to get claims? Okay, wow. Everything just popped up at once. There are boars. Interesting. We could go to a grand tournament, or we could host. Oh, we could petition the. What could we petition him about? Gold. We're good on gold. Oh, request? I mean, it's going to anyway. We could ask for a court position. You know, we're trying to increase our development in Athens anyway. I do have an unfriendly bishop. I should try to make my bishop like me more. You are accurate. Why don't you like me? Ambitious, arrogant, short reign, lustful, witch, fornicator. Amazing. Ooh, let's investigate. Ooh, we found a sanctified stained glass shard. The wreckage contains no life save for a few birds pecking at a half-eaten corpse. Found it in the mouth of a bird. Dread gain. A clergy opinion negative. Interesting. We're going to go ahead and we can destroy that for money because that is useless to us. But yeah, he hates me. I already am working on a murder. Oh, a murder I can. Well, oh. Okay. Escorted into his throne room, he beckons for me to approach and address him. I carefully explain my situation, what could be done to redress the balance. He sits for several moments as he mulls it over. You make good arguments. If I'm to agree to your request, I would need something in return. Oh, this gives me renown too. That's fantastic. I'll pay 50 gold for that, sure. I will pay 50 gold to up my... Yay! Because we have one of our decisions that we're working on is to restore Athens. So we need it to be 50 or higher. And right now our development is... Well, that's 19. We're getting... Oh, that will get rid of the backwater. Wait, holders requested the transfer of people. Why is that affecting our development growth? Negatively. It was supposed to... whatever. That's frustrating that it like automatically put it up 2, but is now... oh well. I mean, he's not bad. Like, he has a 12. Things could be worse. Could we try to befriend him? Here, we will try to make him our friend and see if that helps. Stewards raise development. Yeah. Oh. It's a little odd, my son and heir to be brought together over a murder scheme. Still, there's joy to be found in a common task, working towards a goal. Frustrations and shared lessons, triumphs multiplied. There was always something to talk about. Aw, that's lovely. A family that schemes together stays together. Thanks, Adonis. That's so lovely. Do I have a potential better... He's one of my powerful vassals, which is why I'm keeping him here, and I just literally barely have anyone that's better. Oh, okay. In 2 months, we can execute this scheme, and it should be, like, pretty much maxed out. Fantastic. Always something to talk about. What a reason to join a murder scheme. Hey, we are family solidarity. We are literally scheming together to murder his sisters. The woman his sister has been... Oh no! Constantine died. Died in childbirth. Did the baby live? He did. The baby lived at least this time. Oh. She is the BOGO religion. Okay. I have uncovered a secret held by Dokia. Seems that... Oh, she's a witch. Well, we don't want to slant... Okay. Everything's happening, geez. We're not slandering a fellow witch. Is a life without her even worth living? Gain the trait melancholic. Oh. Or we could drink to forget. You know what? I don't need my liver anymore. Let's drink to forget. I'm infirm. I'm going downhill anyway. Now we're drunk. And now we can kill this bitch. Execute with confidence. The death. She's been sent to death's fateful embrace, a thorn in my side no longer. The plan worked like a charm. A precious viper waiting for her in her bed. That is. I mean, it's it's poetic, really, isn't it? You were a viper in my daughter's marital bed. I put a viper into your marital bed. We love narrative symmetry here. We're gonna just do a quick little boop screenshot of that because that's just delightful. Yeah, you'd think he'd just be like, oh cool, a fellow witch. I wonder if I hold a grand rite if she'll show up now that I know she's a witch. All of my granddaughters want to be intriguey. Sure. I also just have imprisonment reasons on everyone. Alright. How's our stress doing? 89. Diplomacy perk. Alright, we're 2 off. Oh, I forgot that we're getting additional experience because we have the fancy bed chambers in our domicile now. That's nice. Solace in the Script, the latest work of my fellow vassal, has become all the rage at court, deals with feelings of sorrow and loss, and has dedicated it to me. Regret in Rainy Nights. When such beautiful countenance is hid from sight, we scream and wail no matter our might. When one so great falls so far, 'tis rare for any scrape less a scar. I feel like the look on his face really just sums up how we're feeling right now. This is truly heartfelt. Yeah, we can't do any more upgrades until we can get to our villa, until we can turn our villa into a manor. I wonder, how is the... I'm 45th. Probably because I keep getting slandered. I wonder how my heir... Oh, what's happening to your wife? Oh no. Typhus? Oh no. Where are you? Okay. She's nowhere near him. Is that what this plains fever? I feel like I've seen a few. Where's the menu bit? Yeah, plains fever. 18 fatalities. Yikes. It's minor, though. Typhus is not great, though. I mean, if I really wanted to speed up switching over to my son, I guess I could go to Typhus Land and see if I get sick. Why is his wife all the way over here, though, is the question. Like, he's with me. Is it just because... oh well. Yeah, the estate is from the latest DLC, and it's something that only exists, it only exists under the... Oh, what's it called? Administrative government type. Like, we have this special little administrative government. I think you only get an estate if you are administrative, if I remember correctly. Because the governorships can come and go, but your family will at least always have your estate. Which we really need to get that city planning underway, because we are not making much money from just our estate by itself. How is Adonis? Oh, he only has 6 learning. Woof. I don't understand the plagues. I did all the precautions and half my court and half my kids died. Neighbors got absolutely no damage. I don't know if it still works under the new system. It used to be that, like, the first person to get sick, because you can look at your courtiers and you can, like, just as an example, you can dismiss them. Oh. Like, it's bad for me because I'm gregarious, but you can just dismiss people from your court and they'll become wandering. So if you can catch it, like, as soon as the first person in your court gets sick, if you throw them out right away, it can sometimes keep everything from cascading. Okay. Lord Methodios. Lord Methodios. That is a name. A new family appears to be taking root like a weed. They spread their influence. I mean, he can be our friend. He's a fornicator. And his sibling is already a... Okay, interesting. He's the head of his family, but his sibling is the Strategos. I've not seen that yet. And his... Okay. I wonder, can we marry anyone to you now that you're my friend? Do we have any random granddaughters sitting around? We could betroth our giantess granddaughter to him. Will not accept. What? Too many existing alliances. He's our friend, though. Why does he have a negative opinion of us? I thought that the thing that we clicked made him our friend. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, we're not going to be befriending our bishop anyway. I wonder if we can befriend him. Why don't you like us? We're also fornicators. We can bond over our fornication. This also has a 5% success chance. Okay. Would giving you money make you like me? I'm not wasting 150 on that. Okay. We'll put a pin in you. We'll think about you later. Oh. Someone's trying to unseat you. Okay, we will come help. I'm not sure how much we can help, but we will try. He's got 3,000. We have not very many. Oh, we can create more men-at-arms regiments, though. We already have... Oh, I don't have enough money for the ones I would want to get, though, which are the heavy horse. Unfortunate. The worst ever reason to bind someone. The worst reason to bond. Hey, I've bonded with a lot of people over the years over fornication. It's fine. We can exchange stories. Can I borrow some military? None of the Imperial armies are really being used, right? Who's the biggest? 500? Can I ask? You will decline. Wait. Why do you hate? Okay, yeah, everyone is just gonna hate me forever, apparently. It's fine. Let's raise our armies. I guess I could look for actual mercenaries. Nope. Okay. Everyone's expensive. All right. To war. We've got siege weapons at least. Don't know where those are coming from. Oh, and okay. Someone else wants me to go to war too. Oh, you're fine. You don't need my help. Why do you think you need my help? Oh, we're getting our faces stomped on already. It's fine. I love how my commander advantage is still so high, even though I'm an infirm old man. Like, where did my army go? I still have a 24. Oh no, our soulmate. Constantine, mother of our many, many children. I'm infirm. I'm almost 60. I'm a drunk, murdering fornicator, but at least I lead my own men. Oh, and she drank herself to death. Oh no. Oh, poor Constantine. Oh, can I do a grand rite right now? Why didn't it tell me I could do a grand rites? Whatever. Betrothed can marry. Yeah, marriage. Can I cannot indulge in a drink while I'm leading my army. Psh. You know what? This might just be, we just lost our soulmate. We're slowly losing all of our power. This last ditch effort to like reclaim some youth and glory up here might just be what kills us. Because this is an army that is triple our size sitting right here, and we're over here besieging this guy's capital, and I have a feeling that we're going to be marched upon. I don't know why we're not being marched upon already. Oh, here we go. Alright, let's see. Do I die leading my host and glorious battle? We'll be Emperor at 80, just you wait. Taught a lesson in vassal management, quite complicated, of course, and necessary. My subjects will only ever wish me well. I will treat them indiscriminately so we can build the realm together. Oh, ambitious and trusting, forgiving, patient. You know, let's let things play out, then make your judgment. Let's just keep stressing ourselves out. It's fine. Ambitious, patient. Oh, oh no. Our son-in-law and bodyguard. Oh wow, we didn't get our army completely wiped out. We're sailing all the way over to this random peninsula for some reason, but we didn't get our army completely wiped. Hilarious. Ooh. And our daughter is now the wife of a strategos. Neat. You are charming. And you are handsome, which means you should be diplomacy instead of intrigue. And we're going to educate you. Sure. Cool. We will be back. We will. We will. Oh no, our son got taken prisoner again, too. I just need to double check. Her son is still top of the line, right? Yeah. Why does this man hate me? For all the reasons everyone else hates me. I don't know why I keep asking that question. Aw, and we failed. Okay, that's fine. He got married anyway. To someone who's excommunicated. You could have had... Oh! And we're dead. Alexios rests in the arms of the Lord. He, unable to carry his own massive frame? What? Did I die of being a giant? Oh, Alexios. You had a good run. Born under unfortunate circumstances, he was often derided for his gigantic proportions. Oh, why? I wish. I really, really wish that the they need. I wish they would do something to fix these, because these are often just awful. We don't lose any of our titles, at least. All right, it's fine. We knew this was coming. He just, you know what? He was just too great. And now we are Adonis. With the passing of my father, it was announced that the governance of the Athenian theme now falls on me. It is up to me to ensure the continued rule of my house in this province. Long nights of lobbying and favor chasing have paid off. I am told my selection as the new strategos was all but a foregone conclusion. All right, there is no time to waste. All right. Hey, we already have writing history. You know what we're going to be doing right away. You know what? I want to get all the way to August. We can be Adonis the August. We'll go with the family focus, see if we can get a couple more kids, because we only have the 2 at the moment. And Georgios, I think, is heading towards taking vows. But, yeah, I mean, maybe. I'm not sure how much, like, we're controlling the same exact lands, like... Alright, here, let's... Okay. His highest... His highest is martial. His intrigue is okay. But he doesn't like us. Does he only not like us because he wants a seat? No. Okay, so... He's gonna be our marshal. The other guy cannot be our chancellor. Why does everyone suck? Okay, we need to find you. Traits inheritable. You're both chaste. Okay. Yeah, why does... Okay. You know what? Here's what we can do. We're gonna go look at our courtiers. Do we have any unmarried women? Do we have any unmarried women? Inga is married. I don't know why I'm sorting by age. Mom, you're on death's door, but what if we found you just... Roland the homely? You know, you were both homely and you were also in poor health. Let's find mom's a slightly younger uh beau. Ooh. Hey, this guy's BOGO. And he's okay. Hey, he actually broke up with Theophano a while ago. Like, they were never married. Alright. Shadow of flame of fame, twilight. There are whispers about the tales and deeds of my father, the exalted among men, Strategos Alexios, everywhere I go. Near or far it seems there's nobody who has not heard his name. I wonder, will I always be in the shadow of my father? Oh no, I'm stressed out. I've stressed myself out thinking about my father's legacy and how I'm gonna live up to it. Great. Cool. Um, alright, so now we can put this guy as our steward. And she's no longer our garden hermit, apparently. That's fine. This guy's gonna die soon, probably. Oh, okay, that's fine. This guy, we will put... Uh, you can be chancellor. There we go. Oh, and we have 2 available perks. Interesting. Serve the crown, stalwart leader. I have no idea where these came from. You know what, we're gonna weeds in the garden for the intrigue one that we got because again we only have 2 sons right now. Buy back the lunch money boy? Yeah. Wait, which one's the lunch money boy? The one that we just sent. The one that was like intelligent that we just sent to go marry someone else intelligent with the hopes they would breed? It's not like we're gonna be really declaring war anyway. You know, we might want to elope in the future, so we will just put that there. Cool. Oh, buy our brother back. Oh, he'll accept it now. Yeah, we'll buy our brother back. Oh, we have a new realm priest who does not like us. And we do not have the ability to befriend right now because we haven't taken that perk yet. But that's okay. We will start by swaying him. And then in the meantime, we are going to be commissioning an epic. I need a classical tale of the grandeur of my dynasty, a poem about the origins of the Zephyros dynasty and how we are destined for greatness. I need someone to tell a story. Let's see, this guy has good traits, or the stats all around. Lusty and gregarious. Higher chance of an exceptional epic. This guy's pretty mid. Unpredictable. You know, we're gonna just go with the regular scribes. We're gonna call that good. The perspective. Scribes have started work on the epic, but they are already running into trouble. They cannot agree on what the story should focus on, and every scribe is insisting that their own area of responsibility should be the one more emphasized. We're going to go with the family history, because renown. We want to get that renown score up so that we can get more of the dynasty perks. Oh, and our son needs a new guardian. Chaste! No! When did you become chaste? Ah, that's depressing. Potential alliance negotiations. No one wants to be in an alliance with us. That's fine. Court physician. This guy can be our court physician, sure. We need a tutor. We need sure, we'll have a jester. The brother that we bought back can be our bodyguard. And our mom's new beau can be our personal champion, sure. Oh, that's neat. I don't know why I'm first. I'm apparently... Oh, never mind. That got removed. Where am I? Where is... Okay, now we need to know where I am in the running. Because I would like to be emperor now. Yeah, but I just got this kid and he's already stressing about living up to his dad's ideals. And I want to keep him around for a while. Our spouse didn't die, which is a little unfortunate. We have no lovers. We have some friends. I could imprison my mother. No. Oh, I'm a witch, right? I didn't lose the witch thing, did I? Yeah, I can still have a grand right. Which actually... What? Okay, I don't know why it's not letting me plan a right now. Oh, wait, there's one thing I think I need to do. We need to... I thought there was something that I could do whenever I was put a new governor thing. I could go and I could... claim liege title? No. Hmm. Thought there was something that I could do that would let me, like... It was something that did renown, that was related to helping, it wasn't under activities, right? I thought there was something that I saw once where I could, like, yeah, governorship confirmation. Okay, I need to hold the title for at least 1 year, but now we will be notified, because that will give renown. Dad ideas were cursed, though. Oh, I wonder, foster legitimacy would give him a better... Could I ask for naval? Oh, I could. We're gonna request naval quick. Because that way I should be able to... I could probably take Cyprus. Oh, never mind. Cyprus is apparent... Or not Cyprus, Crete. Why did I just call this Crete? Apparently it owns all of this big Sahara. Or is part of it for some reason. Never mind. Oh well, it's fine. We can probably take a little bit of Italy if we get the naval administration. Ooh! Family epic bound in faith. I do not know whether to be relieved or disconcerted about the enthusiasm of my bishop. This is telling of a wonderful moral. The dynasty has seen greatness when advised by clerics, and in dark times has failed to heed that advice. Ooh, that's 50 renown. Yeah, it's the other way around, my guy. Sorry, not sorry. I can probably fight this random guy that owns Salerno, though. Oh, my armies are still raised? Oops. We are friends. Okay. I did not realize I still had armies raised over here, and I apparently can't. Okay, let's just have these guys. Okay. We're still part of a war over here anyway. Let's stick our brother in charge of them and send the army over here. Because that's where we're supposed to be fighting anyway. Everything changes so fast. Yeah. They've all just been sitting, watching his corpse rotting, waiting for him to tell them where to go next. The scribes have taken a number of liberties in my family epic in regards to warfare and battles. It makes for dramatic scenes, but I worry my marshal has been offended as he furrows his brow. Almost relieved when he finally shares his thoughts. It's all nonsense. This part with the dragon has given me some ideas. Uh, yeah. Explain your ideas to me. I'm curious what ideas this could be. You could have about this. Oh no, Mom died. Oh no, whatever shall we do? Find someone better for her spouse to marry. Really? This looks some of all skills. Okay, apparently it's slim pickings for this guy, so we're just gonna leave him be. Oh no, what happened to his... Oh, never mind, this one wasn't married. Why weren't you married? Now let's get you... Oh, hello. And this brother, wow, I really just don't remember. Alright, there we go. Brother's taken care of. Um... My... Oh, if we pardon him, he'll like me more, so we will pardon him. Philippa is... Just all these random people. Oh! Okay, and apparent... Oh! Our half-brother died. How did he die? Succumbed to fatal... Op... he was maimed, so I want to assume that that just means that he bled to death. What is apoplexy? I'm usually pretty good with my medical terms. Lexi. Form of cerebral hemorrhage. Okay, yeah, he bled into his brain. Oh, poor brother. His son's a ruler, though. Not in my dynasty, but... Cool. Okay, I am... Courtiers have been relentless in their requests lately. The work feels endless. Yet another one approaches, evidently distressed about some trivial matter. Is the trivial matter that her spouse has been? This is my sister. Why am I... Okay, you think you can wheedle a royal stamp out of me? I'm Strategos. What? I don't like either of these. I'm Strategos. I can do this. I will find other ways to de-stress myself. Sounds like a wonderful way to go, said no one. Yeah, that's... Oh, that sounds awful. But at least our book is coming along. Family epic, honesty and perception. My chancellor is reading the epic as it's slowly coming together. A lot of this is not very plausible, such the part with the dragon. Yeah, that's... I don't have a lot of money at the moment, but I might be able to swing at least a hunt soon. On the other hand, who says what the past was like? There's a lot of references to my dad having a pet dragon, apparently. This is the second time that the dragon has been mentioned. True to life as possible would give us learning, but if we want to tell a good story after all, 40 or 75 renown is massive. So we are going, we're going to keep talking about that dragon. I don't know what you mean. We're the... Go on someone else's. Yeah, I haven't gotten any notifications about anyone putting... Oh, Hakan, my brother, frets through the day, evidently attempting to find the right words. At last, as we make our way to dine, he begins sheepishly. My brother, I hear rumors that Anatolius has come to see you as the focus of his enmity. We can become rivals. Ooh. Inconsequential prattle. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do a diplomacy challenge. Let's write a strongly worded letter. And we still became rivals. That's fine. It's fine. What are they gonna do? Slander us again? Oh yay, our son became a witch. Yay. Oh. Paranoid, lazy, and impatient. Oh, the genetics are so good. I have not reformed Rome. Wait, no, I have. When did I? I think I reformed Rome and I did a Matilda run. Like I started as the Matilda that you get, and it's the early one. She might still be up here actually. No, she's later, isn't she? I'm starting in too early of a run to show Matilda on the map right now, but we're going to do a reformation of Rome. Eventually, once we're gonna do it from the Byzantine side of things. But I have reformed Rome before, starting with Matilda. I did the give a dog a bone, I think is the name of the achievement, where you end up like um having a shit ton of descendants by her. I like, as you might be able to tell by the character that was ruling before this, I like having a crap ton of kids in this game. So I did that achievement and I played it out until, I think it was the first time I played the game out until the end date as well. And I reformed Rome with that. I'm up for the challenge. I managed to, one of the hardest achievements in the game, I believe, is the Empire of the North Sea, and I managed to do it. It took me like 7 tries. But, yeah, we're gonna do our best. It's still very early. We are only in 911 AD. We are only on our second ruler. We have time. Okay, let's see. Word has reached of a monk renowned for his illuminations. We don't really have. We are not doing very well stewardship wise. And if I do it myself, there's a 15% chance. You know what? We're going to just do the 50-50. Oh, and hey, see, we're still getting a excellent epic out of it. Oh, that one wiped our army. Sorry, bro. Damios is having a hard time. He's been, like, in the past 5 years, he's been taken captive twice, and now he's severely injured. But I think what we just really need to do here. Oh, we're only 10th? We're 10th in line right now. That's not too bad. Governance issue. Buried treasure. Ooh. Local peasant has found a hoard of buried gold. Let's see. The elders of a small community near Thebes have been contracted to make a decision about a rare event. A peasant family unearthed substantial hoard of gold. Neighbors promptly broke into factions. Some believe the gold should go to the finders. The others argue it should be shared with the village. Okay, let's go. Reforming Rome. Right now I'm trying to focus on... So we started as an adventurer. Our dad was the head of an adventuring company. I did what I think I referred to as pulling a reverse Varangian. We started in Athens. We made our way all the way up to Norway and then worked our way back down and bought ourselves an estate. We managed to get in control of one of the Themes, which, if you haven't seen with the new expansion that just came out, I think, a month and a half ago, there's an administrative government in now for the Byzantines, where the Themes are all given out as governorship titles by the emperor. And it makes inheritance a lot easier because it becomes effectively an elective succession. And then you also have a estate that will pretty much always stay in your family and will just always go to your oldest kid. And as long as you have your estate, you can work to even if you lose your governorship title, you still keep your estate and you can rework yourselves into a different governorship title. So right now I mostly just wanted to get the estate with this guy's dad. and everyone kind of hated him because he was a witch and a fornicator and a murderer. um, but now his son is generally at least a little bit more well liked. He's a high diplomacy guy, and I think I'm just gonna kind of try and like wheedle my way in to be ingratiated with Emperor Empty Pockets over here and work my way up the line of succession. So with this character, hopefully we can get our estate in charge of the Byzantine Empire. And then once we're in charge, yeah, pretty much just turns your camp into the, well, it didn't exact, so your camp, you could upgrade your camp in the same way that you can upgrade your estate, and your camp could move. Your estate now, it's not as easy to move, it's still possible, it costs a lot of money though. And what we basically had to do was we had to save up enough gold, any person that is already a theme, basically, that you perform when you're doing the adventuring, if you do well on a contract for them and ingratiate yourself with them, one of the things you can do is you can request an estate. It costs 1,000 gold to get the estate, and then it costs additional money to upgrade it. So I ended up saving up to close to 2,000 gold just so I could do some upgrades right away, because it's expensive. And even now, my estate isn't giving me very much. My domicile buildings, it's not giving me much of an income, even with the little bit of upgrades that I did do. But we're kind of locked now. We can't upgrade anymore until our culture gets, because we started at the earliest possible start date. Our culture needs city planning before we can upgrade from our villa to a manor. And the emperor isn't focusing on city planning. He's focusing on barracks for some reason. So I'm hoping that if I can take over the emperorship, I can start focusing on city planning. Yeah, I like the earlier date too. I like that there are more of the pagan faiths available to play with. It's just, it's a lot more, I find the earlier start date a lot more fun than some of the later ones as well. Okay, let's get back to this buried treasure thing though. Upon reaching Thebes, I'm introduced to the chief treasure-finding peasant. It's an ancient-looking chest filled to the brim with golden or gold coin issued from the late Roman Republic. Interesting. To make an educated guess, it could be the treasury of some ancient legion, perhaps even a year's worth of pay. All special gains must be taxed heavily. I could get half of his gold effectively. Or I could let it be his to do with what he pleases, and that would give me 45 influence. I'm doing pretty good influence-wise, though. You know what, we're gonna go with the gold. We need gold right now. The other thing we should do, which would help also, our family epic, pride of the family. Your great-great-grandfather was a fascinating and resourceful figure. If we let it be known that you are even half as underhanded as he, perhaps people would think twice before acting. The blood of a snake goes through my veins, or we can claim he was upstanding. We'll just say he was an upstanding guy. Yeah, you have more room to do stuff. I usually like playing characters that are either, I'm usually like diplomacy or stewardship or learning based, and it's fun with the learning base if you can get in charge of your culture, like being able to um go through and like tick off all of those cultural innovations. Oh, We can have our governorship confirmed, and that will also give us 50 renown. Let's go ahead and get us some experienced captains. Okay, some of my scribes are telling my vassal about exciting details discovered about my ancestors. I believe the part with the dragon might actually be true. Okay, we need to do all this dragon stuff. Apparently we need to work a dragon into our coat of arms or something. Yeah, stewardship is just so nice to have all of the money. Oh, okay, put this whole thing in the poem. Let it be done sooner. I'll take some extra gold. Speaking of money. Even with all of her bad traits, she still is ending up with really good stats. Like, she's only 15. Alright. It'll be nice, too, to get the royal court going. I've never played multiplayer. I don't really have anyone else in my life who plays this game. I'm poly. I have multiple partners. One of my partners just got me the expansion to this. He owns the game, but doesn't really, like, he's played it and isn't really a fan. I had another partner who was a gamer, but referred to this game as clicking through menus simulator. No one in my life really plays this game, sadly. Uh, I'm not I'm not taking the 1%. I I do not want to die right now. It's been fun. Back to work. What a story history can tell. My ancestors stand at the core as a shining example of what it means to be a ruler for out time, even if it drags in a few places. The part with the dragon is utterly ridiculous. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm gonna screen grab that. Well, we like doubled our renown so far in just like a year of rulership with this guy, so that's good. All right. As we officials kneel and our ceremony begins, military officers huff impatiently. The war, it seems, has little regard for our honors. He addresses each appointee in turn, bestowing their regalia and receiving oaths until he comes to me. In the salt of Athens' shores, smell the blood of the empire and see the tears of her widows. I voice the proper responses, bowing deeply before my liege. Hail to you, Emperor. And another 50 renown. Excellent. Yeah, apparently everything was just dragon, dragon, dragon. Aw. I'm sorry that you lost your friend or your family person to play it with. Oh, all right. Generous, gregarious. Yep, never hurts to make friends. You still don't want to take vows, do you? Why would that lose me legitimacy if I let my son go to the clergy? Oh well. All right. What I should probably do is see if I can get the Emperor. Oh, the guy who's a chancellor right now can't be removed. Ugh. Ooh, I could ask for... No, he's not. Okay. He is not going to let me be his... Alright, we need to work on our stress, though. So next activity is going to be a hunt. Oh, our wife's pregnant! Yay! And someone wants... Okay, I don't know why people were caring about you enough to murder you. I am gregarious, though, so feast will actually probably be better for me. Even though it's more expensive, I don't need to travel. We can ask the Emperor to come. That will make him like us. I think we're just gonna focus on Ooh, or we could befriend the Emperor. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We'll just do a mid-feast and try and befriend the Emperor. And that will hopefully get rid of our stress issue. Wonderful. After you bonk their wife for the 6th time, they tend to get mad. Families introduce you. Oh wait, if you want to drive people out of your family, just give them... Oh, hi, Corin! Speaking of, Corin is the lovely human who got me this expansion, which I'm still massively enjoying. Thank you, dear. Oh, and hey, we can stop swaying our... We can stop swaying him now because he likes us now. Yeah, I was saying that you're like the only person that I know that also has this game. He does. He does sometimes. Are you currently snuggling the baby while you watch? But I was saying that you're the only other person in my life who owns this game, and even though you own it, you weren't a really big fan of it. Like, playing it. It wasn't really your style. I assume you have me in the background while you're playing Warframe, because that is also what you tend to do. Aw. Yay, butt changes. Okay. We are feasting. Oh, Alexios comes of age. Always a clever child, he has proved time and time again over the course of his studies that he has a natural affinity for careful planning. He's an intricate web weaver. Wonderful. And he's chaste. He cannot marry yet, but that's fine. Oh yeah. Yeah, we know all about that. Corin has his kiddo with his spouse. My spouse and I also have a kiddo. It is very helpful to have an extra set of hands around. My kiddo is out of the newborn stage at least, though. Uh, we are going to grab the befriend perk, and then we'll keep going and getting to a gust. But befriend is just too powerful. Yeah. But yeah, having that kind of built-in community and support structure of the extended polycule is nice. My husband, his girlfriend and his girlfriend's boyfriend are going to be moving in with us shortly as well, so we'll have another extra set of hands. I agree. I love diplomacy. Like, I just love going around. My favorite run that I've ever done in this game, and I want to try and replay it at some point on stream, was just a tall Frisia run where I pretty much all of my people were diplomacy, and all I did was I tried to see how many. Like, I kept Frisia independent, and I tried to see how many of my family, of my dynasty members, I could get on the other thrones of Europe without without actually doing any sort of like warfare or declaring war myself once I consolidated. So it was great. And I ended up, I had my Great European Alliance. I started at the 897 or 79. So that whatever the early start date is, I started at the earliest start date. And I want to say after like 200 years, I had what I called my Great European Alliance, where it was Frisia and Germany and France were all my dynasty. I should see if I can get. Tall plays are a lot of fun, but I might try and do that again. Alright, stomach rumbling. He dabs at the corners of his mouth with the tablecloth. I hope the next course is a bit lighter. The whole point of a feast is to provide a rich, varied culinary experience. So far, it's more felt like trying stuff than exciting us. We're going to. Okay. Yeah, that's good. It was a poor choice. Closer to forming a friendship. Oh, and our sister-in-law. The feast is dwindling down. I find myself in deepened conversation with my sister-in-law. She inquires about my opinions on court alliances. It's a subject that fascinates me as well. We're gonna make so many friends this feast. It's just so great to just make friends with everybody. All of that, she had to go back to work while we were still in the newborn phase. Yeah. I'm stuck feeling like the being out of work thing. I am currently out of work. I got laid off in June, and I've been job hunting, and it has been painful. The job market is awful right now. I've had like 4 or 5 interviews get to final round interviews, and they've gone with another candidate, and I'm hopeful about one. I had 2 interviews right before the holiday week, and then I haven't heard back from them, and I'm hoping it was just because people are coming back from the holiday I haven't heard back. But if I don't get this one, I don't know what I'm going to do. I've been streaming on and off since for like half a year. I got lucky a couple weeks ago when another CK3 streamer in like did a raid, and I got a bunch of followers and stuff. Thank you. I really hope I get the job too. And it would be most of my my degree's journalism, but I've been kind of shunted into a communications role, and most of it's been automotive. And I'm not really. I live in Southeast Michigan. It's the auto capital of the, or at least at one point was the auto capital of the world. We still have like GM and Ford and everything that's based around here. And a lot of the jobs around here are automotive, but automotive isn't like something that excites me necessarily. I've never been like too. I have my one little electric car that I love, but I've never been like a car girl. And if I get this new job, it would be working for healthcare providers, and I would much rather I would feel more fulfilled doing my role assisting with healthcare providers than assisting with the automotive industry. Yeah, it's not as rough as others, I guess, but it's like I yeah, and I'm at a certain disadvantage. I have a lot of like working experience, and I have a lot of ad like social media campaigns and written material that I can point to. I don't have a bachelor's degree. I have an associate's, and I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage there because of that. Um, but yeah, it's just automotive automotive is hard right now. That was part of why I got laid off in the first place. I previously worked for, they supplied to Ford and BMW aluminum parts for the vehicles, and all the aluminum stuff is mostly used on EVs because electric vehicles, in order to have the efficiency be where it needs to be, they need to lightweight a lot because the battery packs in the vehicles themselves are really, really heavy. Yeah, a lot of stuff is starting to contract, and based off of the current political climate in the US, I don't foresee it upturning in any sort of meaningful, long lasting way either. But pretty much the thing was that they were forecasting because be, because the new administration is go I mean, this was both I got laid off before we necessarily knew who won the election, but they were basically looking at the likelihood at that time, and they were looking at what was being signaled from all of the auto manufacturers, who were saying, hey, we haven't seen as much demand generally for new electric vehicles, and we're talking all electrics, not hybrids. And they decided that because there was a bit more of a demand in hybrids in general, and because they were forecasting that there weren't going to be increases to, say, for example, when I bought my car a few years ago, there was a tax credit for all electric cars that was really beneficial at the time. So it's just a matter of they were forecasting big downturns. The people we were supplying to were forecasting lowering their numbers. So in advance, they wanted to get ahead of potentially having income downturns, and they laid a ton of people off. Like it was a global. It was a global company. It was multiple locations. At my location alone, like 15 of our office personnel went out the door alongside me. You just want me to look into massage therapy for so that I can be better for giving you massages. Yeah, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. But yeah, I want to say like I got rated the one time, and that gave me a. I think I had, from that raid, I had like 200 people watching my stream, and I got like maybe 20 new followers, but I'm still only sitting at less than 50 followers. Yeah, I'm enjoying Twitch, and I started doing the Twitch streams more for my own mental health. It was something that my therapist at the time recommended as a way for me to reclaim my hobbies. Because when you're parenting a toddler, it can be hard to carve out time for yourself. Um, yeah, so I've put in a little bit of effort. Like I have Blue Sky. I have a YouTube channel that I will upload slightly edited streams to, and I would have to be able to dedicate. Yeah, you gotta love what you stream and be able to dedicate consistent time to it. I've been very inconsistent, even with not even with being out of work, just because I have a toddler and I am actively job searching and other random BS that's going on in my life. Like I haven't been consistent. If I was maybe able to stream nightly, which just isn't really in the cards for me, and if I took more time, I'll see. Yeah, as a new parent, I'm not sure what consistent time is anymore. Exactly. If I could maybe at least get on to like a 3 nights a week schedule with it and actually take more dedicated time during my day to edit my streams, get them to YouTube. I've been doing a little bit more. You do it part time, and that's 80 hours? Like 80 hours a month or 80 hours a week? Because that's a lot. um, but yeah, if I was able to dedicate some more time to actually like editing, because I want to do video editing anyway, and I know enough about social media stuff that I could probably be growing my socials more too if I took the time about it. I have a Blue Sky for this channel. I have YouTube for the channel. I have a Facebook for the channel. I haven't touched Twitter just because Twitter's going out of style anyway, and it's getting worse, and it's not going to get better again from here. It's going to get a lot worse before anything else happens. Yeah, I it would be nice if I could turn this into something that gave me any amount of income. This channel was not made with the idea that I would be getting income from it though, and I am doubtful that I would be able to. 80 a month was doing it full time, so that's probably a good week goal. Yeah, I'll maybe try. It'll be hard with the holidays, but I'll try to actually get on to like my Monday, Wednesday, Friday stream schedule again, and try to do a little bit more in between job applications and stuff, actually editing my videos and getting them onto YouTube. And I guess we'll see. But sometimes everything is right and the people aren't here. The best gamers I know don't have enough viewers. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to gain a following. That's true. Researching good times to stream is its own thing, but also am I guaranteed that I'm going to be able to when I'm with my son most of the day? I don't know. Yeah, the time of day that you're live is some of the biggest parts, and yeah, but anyway, we will see. We will see. It's possible with I know I mentioned that my partners are moving into the house, it might be possible that might free up a little bit because my husband's girlfriend's boyfriend works from home and is like, he and my son are best buds. He's babysat him in the past. It might be possible that I can stream a bit more actively during the day once he is living with us, because he will probably be totally cool to put on Bluey and watch Bluey with my son while I play games and come get me if there's an emergency, because that is something that he has done before. But we'll see. We will see. Okay, let's actually get back to the game, because that's what we're supposed to be here for. And it's already midnight, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on anyway. But let's at least finish this feast. I should make a diagram. I might make a diagram. That would probably just make a lot of sense. I will make a diagram. Could I? Okay, what I might actually do, since we're talking about it anyway, and since I think it's going to be brought up, there's a program that, okay, I'm going to finish the feast. I will make a poly diagram, and then I will log off for the night. Okay, the innuendo. I know what I said, I just don't understand why you find it so funny. The Archon cocks his head to the side while I withhold my chortle. I haven't told him that what he said could be interpreted as something lewd. If you squeeze the head, a thick substance will pour out. Oh, unfortunate. May not be alone in thinking it's funny either. He spat out some of his drink when the Archon repeated himself. Okay, Xenon. Girl of the 21st century over here. Ambitious, calm, stubborn. You're an eager reveler. Okay, you know what? Repeat what you said slowly. Really think about it. You're gregarious. You'll be fine. Nope, never mind. We're gonna be rivals now. A baby! And the baby is Hale. You know what? Our oldest son is named after Dad already, so sure, this one can be named after me. Adonis it is. Wonderful, we got the baby. Now I don't care about the game anymore. I currently have 2 partners. I have my husband, and I have Corin, who is here in the chat with us. Oh, a snake revealed. Cold-blooded fool behind my sister's early demise was my fellow vassal, Mr. the Handsome. He has consumption, though, so it's fine. He's gonna die soon anyway. Oh, wait, never mind. She just died. I just walked in on this man murdering my sister at the feast. What? Everyone will know of your crime. The fuck? Why did you kill my sister? Jesus. Okay, now I have to go and make a toast. I just witnessed my sister's murder, and now I have to go make a toast. Okay. To the Emperor. Jesus Christ. What a feast, exactly. I managed to lose stress. I probably gained some by witnessing a murder, but I lost more than I gained? Okay, and my son can marry his betrothed. Oh gosh, his stats are not great. 8, 5, 8. The only thing he's good at is intrigue. Uh, But we have our alliance with my brother-in-law. Wonderful. It doesn't matter how many people are killed as long as you're having a good time. Exactly. But now we're no longer stressed. Yay! Adonis, your rule is off to a mixed start, my guy. Quick, make him a eunuch. Oh, I wish that would have been an option. Could I... Oh, poor Inga. Okay, so it says she was... Can I... I'm not going to befriend the man. I could raid his estate. I haven't raided anyone's estate before. If I raid his estate, I could take him captive potentially, and then I could make him a eunuch. Odds are poor, so we'll focus on scheme potential. Okay. We'll get a good lookout. Oh my gosh, the Emperor will be our lookout. That's fantastic. Will he be anything else for us? Nope. Okay. You know, the Emperor will be our lookout just because that's hilarious. And then you'll accept, and you'll accept, and you'll accept. And then my player heir can be the infiltrator. Fantastic. Oh, it's not even... Okay, cool. Talking more about the Intrigue Son? No, I'm not gonna... Okay, Intrigue Son. I don't want to castrate him. He's already chaste, so it's already going to be difficult. But I went through a lot of work to get him betrothed to my niece, who has really good traits. I'm not going to ruin this. He's at least hale. We're looking at the long game. We're looking at the long game. He'll be fine. Anyway, we can do a lot with intrigue. We can do a bunch of stuff with intrigue, and it'll be fine. We can also send him to university eventually, I think. But okay, we are going to bad stats, good intrigue, could be good spy. Well, he's our infiltrator, so that is helping there. All right, so next time we will raid some estates, because that'll be fun. Oh. Interesting. Okay, cool. So we are going to exit to main menu quick, and I'm going to make this diagram. Okay, let me, 1 second. So there's a program that I love. We're going to change our window capture quick to, oh wait, I'm gonna sign in first because I don't want y'all to see my login credentials quick. Okay, create new family tree. All right, now y'all can see what I'm working with. Is that displaying for you? There's a way to get rid of chaste. Okay, that's good to know. Why are they not displaying? There we go. Okay. So, this is Family Echo. It is a free family tree builder. It's very detailed. You can add biography information, you can add just a ton of information. So I use this for everything. So we have me, we have Elaine. I was born in 1995. So, add new partner. So my husband's name is Paul. He was born in 82. He and I have a child. I'm going to just call that child J for right now because I don't want to give out his name on stream. I also have new extra partner. That's what you're going to be apparently, Corin. You just turned 41, so you were born in 83? I don't know. Anyway, doesn't really matter, I guess. But, okay. So, Corin has spouse. I don't know what your spouse usually uses as like a tag or anything. Also, I can't just do first initials because there will be a lot of J's on this if I don't do. Yeah, S1, S2. We'll just leave that. So, okay. So those are my two existing partnerships right now, Corin and my husband Paul. Paul has Kezia. That is not her real name, but that is an alias she uses a lot, so I'm just gonna roll with it at the moment. She's... I don't remember what year she was born in. Also, I should probably put under Kezia uses she, they, so non-binary. I probably didn't spell that correctly. There's not an insignificant number of J's, yeah. Okay. And then Kezia is also partnered with, oh gosh. What? I don't know. I'm trying to think of. Wait, I know. D&D. Right now, Kezia's partner is in a game that I am running, and his character's name is Lore, so I'm just going to call him Lore on here. And then, what? What is her character's name in the game you're running right now? We're all nerds, of course. The overlap of poly people and nerds are 10 hours later or stuff. Finn. Okay, so I'm just going to call her Finn on this. And if that's the case, too, I don't know why it took me a minute to think. We're going to use for Paul then, I'm going to actually use, because I don't know if he wants me talking about him. He is in my game right now, and his character's name is Aida. So we will go with that. Yep, and then so Finn and Corin have their tiny human who was just born a few months ago. Tiny human. So that is the... Okay, there's options. Show other generations. I think if I bumped that out, it'll show... Okay, maybe if I just go to print, it'll show everyone in their line. Nope, never mind. Okay. I feel like there's a way that it should... I'm trying to remember what the setting is to show more than just this little bit, because this isn't super helpful, I guess. But this is how the polycule stands at the moment. Kezia has like 2 or 3 other partners as well, and Lore also has one other partner who is living in another state, but this is the immediate bubble. And of course, we're all playing in tabletop roleplays together. No, the zoom out won't show more, sadly, but I'm surprised hitting the... Oh, print preview. There we go. The print preview should... Really? Well, that's... Okay. But this program is cool. I'm going to show... I have a bunch of random stuff of like different things. What would be a good example for how this can work better? I have a bunch of like speculative trees for different what's it called? Different either books that I was writing or oh, actually, this was one that I was doing. Oh. Okay, never mind. Apparently I didn't fill that one out as much as I thought. I write fan fiction sometimes. Did I fill this one out? I did. I got pretty committed to this one. So this was this one was one of my first CK campaigns that I did, and I got really dedicated to creating the family tree at least for a couple of generations, and I was like taking pictures of everyone and stuff, which was cool. But like you can fill in photo information, you can fill out different details for each person. It's like I kept track of like their interests and stuff. I like the photo mode a lot. I do. And this wasn't even, this was before they introduced the... But yeah, this was a Norse run that I did, so I had a ton of concubines, which was helpful. And then this one was actually one that I put together for our D&D campaign. I don't remember if you remember this, Corin. I'm glad that you find it endearing. But this was when you guys had like just gone to Painey and were trying to make sense of everything. With all of the characters that were being thrown at you, and I was like, okay, here's how everyone's related. And I should go through and just label a bunch of these people dead now, because most of them are dead. I played with one guy that played tall and sculpted his family on every run. Yeah, we definitely need an updated version, but the only still living people on this are this child and this child and this child and this child and this man and this woman. Like, this is Samia is the one that killed everyone, and these four children are the kids that you guys saved from that situation in the game. So, and it's all Egyptian because as you maybe could tell by my little Hathor statue sitting in the background, I really like Egyptian mythology. I also have a little uh, Taweret, the hippo goddess of childbirth from Egyptian myth. Chilling back here, that was one of my friends got that at the Louvre for me when she went to France. Current game is an evil run, and my players have sold it. All of my players sold at least one child off. Oh no! That's awful, but also fantastic. I should talk more about my D&D campaign one of these times. Uh, yeah, and then I have like I'm not gonna open it, but I have like a thing that's my own family tree on here, and then yeah, a lot of it is I have like a speculative history that I was writing that was if Jane Seymour had lived and had more kids by Henry VIII and how that could have changed history things. I like speculative history a lot. I they created a Tiamat church. Wonderful. Um I'm running the game that I'm running is a homebrew game. I'm running it in Pathfinder because that's what I wrote the campaign in. Uh, Here, we're gonna switch over to just chatting now. That is very low. There we go. Um, yeah, I have a homebrew campaign that is being run in Pathfinder, even though everyone at my table is like the only reason why we're playing Pathfinder right now is because of you. And the game is, I wrote it originally a decade ago, and that was why it was in Pathfinder at the time, because 5e wasn't really out yet, and it was what everyone I was playing with at the time did, and I've tried running this game 3 different times. And this game has been running for, we just hit the 3rd year, but we only meet like once a month, if that. I don't think we've actually met for this game since like August, and we're meeting on Sunday. So it's amazing that it's managed to stay together, but we only just hit the point where they know what the plot is. Just because everything is so, yeah, I would love to be every week. We have one person lives like an hour away now, and one of our players is in grad school, and one of my players just had their baby. Cypher System would be great for my game. You gave me a book to read for Cypher System, I think. I would maybe I would I will eventually get around to reading it and think about it. But yeah, they only just hit the point where they know what the plot is, and I'm only gonna say it now because Corin's the only one, and he's figured it out. Um, so another reason why that dynasty had a lot of Egyptian names is because the homebrew campaign is based roughly the overarching plot of the campaign is based roughly on the story of uh, the murder and reassembly of the god Osiris. So the reason why all of those names were Egyptian and the reason why everyone died was because one character during her sister's coronation to being the new empress uh, did some murder and in order to perform a ritual, and they've just hit the point where they've connected the dots and understand that the body parts of this murdered empress have been spread to all of the religious sites around the world, and they're causing chaos and corruption and affecting all of the other world religions. I might pull up my, now I'm talking about my game, so I might just pull up my map. Why do I have maps? That's not the right map. Player info. Okay. Will you just let me open this as an image, please? Okay, this isn't letting me open it as an image for some reason. You talked at D&D for hours. My husband has an incarnate, and he's done a little bit. I did a really kind of weird thing. I was playing around with Adobe a little bit. Let me see if I can get this. Okay. So when I was originally making this, I was playing around with Adobe a bit. I hand drew on paper the outlines for all of the continents, and then I filled stuff in later. But there's all of these, gosh, you can barely read that. There's but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 13 regions that all have, they're all based off of different kind of regions in the real world, roughly. Tatsuyama is based off of feudal Japan, but all of the nobility are dragon bloodline sorcerers. Hyom is kind of the Iron Islands from Game of Thrones meets the Vikings. Visalis is like the Holy Roman Empire meets an Islamic caliphate, kind of. It's like super restrictive and religious, but vaguely European. I do not have a Discord I set up for this yet. That is something that I need to do. Again, I have work I need to do for this channel if it's going to become anything. I will work on that. I've said that more than once. Rumian is actually where Corin's character is from. It's the homeland of the elves. And it's no one goes there. No one is allowed to go there, in part because it is secretly a lot more technological advanced than the rest of the world. The Dype Skoger is a big fae forest, so it's very sparsely populated, and it's kind of like partially merged with the Feywild, and everyone there worships the Fae basically as deities. You do go there. You're the only one in the party who has gone there. Quechua is based off of the Incan Empire. The Sand Sea has like these nomadic traders that are very insular. Paini is our Egypt analog. Nanki is pre-colonial Polynesia, and everyone who is in Nanki, they're halflings. Alchira is based off of the Australian outback, and then Kamian is the dwarves. So, basically the story... Yeah, when you need a weekend bender, because they're the ones with the good drugs. So basically, they started in Versailles. There was Versailles is basically carved up into duchies that are all beholden to the Pope of the High Holy Hymn. Uh, and said Pope there's an elected king, but the king doesn't really have any power over the duchies. The duchies are all fairly independent. The head of the duchy, Marius Nystrom, was kind of in a weird. They all started the campaign. I started them. They all were at level 5 when we started, and they were working for him. That was my one. Your backstory can be whatever. You just have to, within the last at least like year. I have a regional map of the Dipes of. I have a regional map of Versailles because that's where most of the campaign has been living. Um, so they started in Eckham. Marius Nystrom is the Duke of this little region here. And he was kind of at a weird standstill. The Pope over here in Sancta Petra hates his guts because he is extremely religiously tolerant, and he's the ruler of the biggest port because he's sitting right here at the mouth of this main river. And he was very religiously tolerant. He was very like allowing of different cultures and different religions to be practiced within his lands, which the Pope didn't like. But at the same time, he's sitting here at the mouth of this river that is the main way that like goods and things can come up to this holy city. So they were kind of at like this weird tense thing where they hated each other, but neither of them could really act against the other without fucking themselves over. And part of that was that he had married a member of the royal family from Paine. Paine is very they were the most, except for the elves, most like technologically advanced, most magically advanced of all of the nations. They were the biggest traders in the world. Like they have the most ships. They're a matriarchal society. Much more open uh, than the very closed-minded most of the people in Versailles. And he had married a member of the royal family who politics there, it's not really like in Versailles, it's very common for wars to wage between various dukes and things like that, and the Pope just kind of sits back. Yep, yeah, CK3 is my style game, exactly. So the Pope will just kind of like allow them, the Pope and the elected king will just kind of allow the dukes most of the time to fight things out for themselves and not really interfere that much. So they can really, the biggest way that they can throw their weight beside one side or another if they want to is they can deploy the Holy Hundred, which is a special order of super high level paladins. Basically is like the main like way that they can really throw their weight behind something. But um Marius had his wife who her cousin was the Empress of Paine, and her sister was in charge of one of the big ports in Paine. Um, and they're the main royal house, so very powerful. She brought a lot of ships and wealth independently from him. But she was kind of sick of the underhandedness of the politics there and just kind of wanted to be out of the shadow of her family, which is why she agreed to come up to Eckham and marry this man. Um, and the whole party started working with either Marius or Pili, his wife. And they had all been working together for at least a year. One of our players was like basically like the head of the guard slash kind of like a personal valet. Corin, what was Kel? His character's name is Kel. What exactly was his role at court again? I do not remember. We had a person from the Dipskoger who, she's a gnome and she was basically kind of like a lady in waiting to Peely. Um, my husband's character is a halfling from Nankey and was kind of like a court curiosity who lived in the library, and like he comes from a culture that doesn't really have a uh understanding of personal property or anything like that. Okay, yeah, you were tutoring arcane and swordplay. Anyway, so like they were all members of this household, and there was an issue happening in Eckham where the archbishop had passed away, and a new archbishop had been sent to Eckham, and he was a lot more of a hardliner than the original archbishop. The previous archbishop was a drunken sot who was fine with whatever. He drank himself to death at the New Year's Eve party. And that was like the second session that we had, was them finding him dead under the table after the party was done. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you're enjoying that. But anyway, so uh what was I saying? So there was all this stuff going on with this new archbishop, and then Peely was notified that her cousin had died, and that her cousin's daughter was going to have this coronation. She was expected to go there. And she took with her and Marius had two kids, uh, Marissa, who by Painey law would be considered her heir, and then their son Philip, who by the Salis law was the Duke's heir. But so she and her daughter and the whole party went down to Painey for this coronation, and there was a bunch of intrigue going on where the new empress to be's consort, people really didn't like him, and there was a maybe not that the sister, Peely's sister Nefertari, was gonna maybe make a play for the throne, and all of the stuff got thrown out of whack. Do you let them play as their kids if their main dies? That's so Corin actually has, if his character Kel dies, Kel has 4 siblings that can be that can come in and basically take over what Kel's doing. One player just recently found out that the kids he thought were dead are still alive. I don't know, he might potentially, I don't know what's going to happen there. But yeah, we haven't had any player deaths though. We had one, but luckily he died while they were fighting to assist a deity, and that deity basically brought him back immediately. Oh, hi, Gimmick. C6 Carbon is the player death, actually. His twin will be very angry and not nearly, yeah, as gentler, fun loving. Oh, and this is actually a good overrun. So C6 Carbon's character joined the game later, so he wasn't here for most of the stuff that I'm talking about. Anyway, so the coronation happens, this big kerfuffle happens, the sky opens up, lava cats burst out of the desert. They manage to save the children. They manage to save the children and get the children out, and they basically get, the Sphinx shows up and is like, oh no, the gods, their connection to this plane has been disrupted. I'm dying. I'm going to give you the last of my power as long as you swear to keep these kids safe and go looking to figure out how to fix this. And they all got blessed by the Sphinx, and they made their way back to Eckham just in time to learn that war had been declared on Marius, and they then had to take the kids. Uh, you're not supposed to want them to die. See, that was my thought process. No, we literally had this. We were doing the fight. Their main DPS character is the guy who's playing as the valet. He's, again, this is Pathfinder. He's playing a swashbuckler. He's basically a paper shredder. He's kind of min-maxed to that character. Anyway, C6 Carbon's character Gimmick, is the other kind of main damage dealer. But the fight that was in, the character that was their main damage dealer, Wilhelm, uh, they they were basically fighting the ghosts of his village that had been killed, and he kind of went catatonic in the middle of the combat, and just due to the emotionality of it all. And so the combat ended up being unbalanced, and I wasn't planning on him to die. And then he died, and he was so excited, and he was like, "You get to rip my character sheet up now." And I was like, "I don't want to rip up your character sheet. Don't make me." And then he ripped it up. Your character is so young, though, and we haven't even gotten to your story yet. Like, I love when my players give me cool backstories. Gimmick has this really cool backstory where, like, he was taken by slavers. So again, if we scroll up on the map here, this is all labeled as disputed territory. The guys up here that I said were Vikings that are just north of this basically will periodically come down and raid, and they used to control a bigger chunk of this continent than they currently do, and they take thralls. And his character was taken as heroic sacrifice. Uh, but yeah, anytime and every place. But yeah, no, like, his character got taken as a thrall, and like his girlfriend is still back and he needs to go and save her. And where they're at right now in the story, they had to do a bunch of stuff. They kind of got caught on a side quest where they were going and freeing some gods. Um, but basically, war has been declared on Eckham. Marius's cousin basically has partnered with uh, uh, the head over here. I don't actually think that I think I've been referring to this guy as a different name, and I have a completely different name over here. Anyway, the guy who's the Duke of Dragon Turtle Bay. Yeah, if you work with a DM, the big impact on the story. Exactly. Like, yeah. So anyway, they've joined a tentative alliance with the Hyomish, which, I guess, spoiler alert for how your character has impacted the story. The Hyomish wouldn't be part of this fight if your backstory wasn't existing in it. Anyway, so, but basically this guy is a dick, and they are trying to turn the army against each other, so they were working on marching basically up to Sancta Petra to do some bullshit with validating that this guy. So this guy basically has married his daughter to Lord Marius's cousin's kid, and they're gonna try and like overthrow him and put him on the throne, and they were gonna basically have all these weddings and stuff sanctified by the Pope. And where we just left off in the story, they had your character Gimmick basically they were sabotaging this train that was half made up of these Hyomish mercenaries and half made up of these super religious guys, and basically turned them against each other. And then they broke in and they rescued a bunch of kids that character Wilhelm that I mentioned as their main damage dealer. He his daughter that he had just found out was still alive. Her kids were involved in some of this unwillingly, and they went in and they rescued his grandkids that he didn't know he had and pulled them out of this thing. And Gimmick's character, C6 Carbon's character, basically convinced the either side that the other side had betrayed them and turned it all into a fight and had the army basically kill a big chunk of each other. And now they're a bunch of angry Hyomish mercenaries, like a half-day ride from the Vatican. And yes, war. And they got the kids out that they needed to get out, and they've kind of put together the fact that they need to break into the Vatican and find a chunk of this dead empress. The sacking of Rome 2.0. Exactly. But the Vikings this time, which again is very CK3. I love the CK3 Reddit, and I love that guy who, like, every December will just go through and kidnap as many kidnap as many popes as he can and sacrifice them in the Norse plots. Anywho. So yeah, the next session is going to be a dungeon crawl of sorts through the Vatican. And that's going to be on Sunday, and it's going to be fantastic. And I'm very excited about it. And I am so glad that we've been able to hold this campaign together with dental floss and patience, because I do really enjoy the story that I'm telling, and I'm excited for them to explore the rest of the world, because they've kind of been bogged down. They've been to Paney, they've been to the Dipskoger, and they've been to the Salis, and the plan is for them to eventually visit the entirety of the world that I've built. Favorite player death was a player that was infected by dire werewolf. When he died in battle, the long rest after let him rise. That's fun. That's fun that he just came back as a werewolf zombie. Anyway, I might be killing off Wilhelm, the guy who just found out he was a grandpa. He's kind of, his whole thing has been that he's wanted to take down the church from the inside as like a vengeance run, and he might end up dying in the next session, and that will probably be a cool character death if that happens. But that will also be one that I'll feel okay about, because his character will have reached a satisfying conclusion. I want Gimmick to be around long enough to fuck around with the Vikings more. Please let me keep Gimmick around long enough that I can be satisfied. Anywho, but yeah, I need to get going though. It is late. I have things I need to do. And I love that my stream just turned into me ranting about my D&D my Pathfinder campaign. But anyway. Wonderful. Thank you for letting me rant. It makes me excited when I get to geek out and I don't get to talk about my stuff a lot. Mainly because all the people that I talk to are people who are in the game. And I don't want to. I have big plans. There are more twists and turns to come, but I cannot say them right now because two of my Trixie, Aida, Wilhelm, Gimmick, Lore, Cal. Two of my 6 players are in chat right now. Favorite death was when my old-ass gnome illusion wizard blocked a demon prince from following the party but got blocked off himself. His last act was to make an illusion of his grandson and held the image until he died. Oh no. Aww. That's really sad, Kim. That's really sad. Oh. Yeah, exactly. 2 of you are here, but I've never had a character in a game die. Usually the campaigns have ended due to scheduling conflicts before a character was able to die. My longest running person, I played from like level 4 to level 15, and she partially ascended to godhood. It was Pathfinder. She was a run-of-the-mill fighter. She had a big scimitar that she two-hand fought with. She was accidentally the party face because she took a trait that allowed her to have diplomacy as a class skill, and no one else in the party was good at talking. And the last thing we did in that game was we killed a volcano god and harvested its soul, and then the game fell apart due to logistical reasons. And then yeah, every other game that I've been in, we haven't made it long enough that a character has had a chance to die. Maybe next time. Come back next time and I will tell the story of the best one-shot that I was ever in, and how I betrayed my team and won the one-shot. Most of my DMs have been gamers like me, so usually hyper lethal combats. Fair. The last session you ran, I almost. That was different. A, that was only like the second session of your game, and B, I almost died. I was out of that. I wasn't even in that combat for most of it because I couldn't get my armor on fast enough. I'm playing. He's running a game right now, and I'm playing a paladin. She's a paladin that. What's the elves? Anyway, I'll talk about this more next time. If you want to hear me ramble more about D&D and Pathfinder and tabletop RPGs, you will have to come back Wednesday. I'm going to wait. No, I can't say Wednesday. I cannot say Wednesday because I just got a message from my husband saying that his father gave us the wrong date for a dinner party we're supposed to attend, and we need to do it on Wednesday night instead of when I thought it was, which was on Thursday night. So, some DMs will kill you if you drink too much. Anyway, have a good night. C6 Carbon and Corin, I will see you hopefully earlier, but at the latest, I will see you on Sunday for Pathfinder when y'all can go and kill the Pope and everyone else. I will try to tomorrow. I will try to tomorrow to hop back on. I will rant more about my game if you want me to, and we will continue playing as. Oh, and I need to toggle back. We will continue playing around with Alexios and see if we can take over the Empire. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow, or I guess technically today, because it's 1 a.m. Jesus. Okay, good night. Bye.